farm together too. To begin, I'm going to admit that after releasing a couple of changes very early into playing this, I lost all of motivation and wind in my cells. So I forcefully unlocked everything to experience and review all of the content currently available in the game for the sake of this review and to inform anyone else who might be considering purchasing a copy this early in its development cycle. I'm pretty based towards the game as I love it dearly to have a large amount of hours in it. I have created many spreadsheets and calculators with several farms designed for both production and aesthetic. I had every event completed and reward unlocked, maxed out character profile tries and had 4 max level farms to give you an idea. The grass and terrain is gorgeous, the town is beautiful, the UI feels upgraded, snappy as ever and looks amazing. The UI sound effect are pleasing. The game music is relaxing and immersive. The sound effects sound well done and fitting. I like the rain sound especially. I wouldn't mind some rare gentle thunder during storms. A lot of content that was present from the first game is not presented as of yet. I'm aware this is just the start and the core of the second game, but this is how it is at this time. In this state of the game, I absolutely love the extremely limited resources selling and having to go to town to sell resources. I adored running around my own farm stands selling stuff. If anything, I was hoping they had added sell bulk option, so more you sell per transaction, the less percent of ordeal you get. So like for example, 10 fruit is 5 diamonds. 100 fruits it's 400 diamonds, 100 fruit is 30 diamond per 100 ratio, and you could decide which transaction you wanted to spend time transaction. My proposition to have the best of both worlds here is to bring back the old stands while also having the new styles in town, but make the town styles sell for 4-5x more diamonds or whatever the trade is. Then it can be limited while rewarding the player for utilizing it instead of punishing the player for working too hard. Seeing larger fish pounds suffer diminishing returns really drastically takes the wind out of my sales. As a mathematical grinding obsessed player, I get there pretty up in the first game, but they were also expensive to set up. I absolutely hate being penalized for going too big on a farming game. This is big loss for me and will be a huge part of why I stick to the first game as of now. Rain is not watering crops. A dev mentioned weather affecting crops might be implemented eventually. This is setting as a realistic that rain should water the crops, and the first game had this function. I don't understand the reason to not have it, even if it's related to game balance. Player and farm currently caps at level 500 now instead of former level 250. Objects seem to still cap at level 250. Objects when purchasing auto-rotate the camera around the preview of the objects, which I found it bit annoying. I had like an option to disable the rotation and better yet a way to rotate it myself at a much quicker rate than the auto-rotation speed it currently is set to see, so I can preview it at the angles I want to see. There is a very limited section of function building objects from what I can tell so far. There is wells, sprinklers, fast travel posts, a house which has triangles to build similar to the first game but appears to have a more annoying additional requirement of 4 types of resources per stage as well as diamonds and time, and the gas pump seems to have been replaced by a fuel depot, which looks like a mini version of the trailer hull of the full track. a windmill that produces 5 diamonds per hour, and an animal feeder that 7 functional objects. Currently 22 flowers types, 18 fish types, 12 animal types, 28 trees types, 48 crop types. There are no new types of flammable objects, just the same 5 as the first game, and they function additionally as before, aside from rain not wearing stuff, and the fish nerve that I listed above. Not seeing gold nugget yet, I really loved seeing those rare shiny nuggets popping up occasionally with their addictive little sound effect. Speaking of gold nuggets, need that pawn shop to buy specific resources when needed as well. Not seeing that yet. The terraforming needs only to open a special stele in town, which isn't hard to get. Then you have access to the terraforming drone, which the system for terraforming is rather polished and snappy. The controls are quick and responsive, and shaping the terrain is satisfying, albeit fairly diamond-hungry experience, as apartment terrain adjustment should be. It seems very much worth it. It can terraform when a player or object would be affected in the range, which seemed to be fixed 3 to 3. It tries match to the terrain height it thinks you are trying to accomplish. I would like to eventually see a 1-to-1 micro terraforming size, as well as maybe a 2-to-2 and 5-to-5. Do I recommend buying it if you are interested? Yes, if you can tame your expectation to not expect a new EA game to surpass a fully completed game. Is it worth the asking price? I believe it will become worth it with time, so it's a worth investment if I want to check out how it is at this beginning.